G'day everyone, it's Todd here and welcome back to another episode of my Mk1 Ford Zephyr Restoration. As you can see behind me here with the team at Exclusive Customs, and we've been getting stuck into the rust repairs. As you can imagine, a lot of work needed to be done, and we've just been working on the right hand side of the car just behind me here. And it's pretty cool. It's starting to take shape, and I'm going to give you a bit of a closer look at some of the work we've been doing and how we've been going about it, and what is next in the pipeline. So you may have guessed it is more rust repairs, but from my point of view, it's pretty exciting. And yeah, we'll have a look and see what the boys have done so far. So as you can see here, as the car sits, we've got all the hanging panels on, and what we are planning to do is do all the rust repairs on the hanging panels first, and then we'll get stuck into the floor and a few sections in the boot, which has got some pretty extensive rust repairs as well. So I guess starting from the front, the biggest thing with the front guard, we had a little bit of pitting in the top part of the corner there, and also trying to make sure that it all fits nicely as well. So both rust repairs and fitment repairs. And then coming back down to the bottom, we also had some rust in this section here. So we've got a whole new panel in there. And then as we move along the door, we've also had a very decent rust repair panel we put in there as well, both on the inside and the outside. A little bit of rust repairs required where the trim would sit, so a stainless steel trim would sit there. There was a little bit of rust sitting in behind those sections, and believe it or not, that was actually where a horse kicked the car and left a nasty dent. So between the rust repairs and the dents and a little bit of stainless repairs, we're getting on top of that, and it's starting to take shape. With the door gaps, what we've been doing is using this gauge. We've been using a 3.2mm feeler gauge, and that's basically to try and make sure that we get all the door gaps looking mint on this thing. So 3.2 on the front and the back. So if I push that door shut, yeah, you'll see 3.2 all the way around. So the idea of that is when the car's finally in its final color, all the door jambs, all the stainless trim will be gapped perfectly and should be looking very nice. So yeah, one part of the process that we're doing there. So once we actually finish doing all the body repairs on this side, one of the next steps will be installing all the stainless trim. And what we're going to do is just make sure that it all lines up neatly from door to door, panel to panel, and is all seamless. So we'll actually essentially dummy fit all the stainless trim on the car. And then once we then do the body work, ideally what we can do, once the car is all finished in its final color, we can simply bolt those trims back on, and it'll be perfectly all in line, all in shape, and it'll be a seamless look. So yeah, another little step in the process that we'll be doing to make sure that it all looks sweet. As I come around to the left hand side, we've just started doing some pieces here. So just cycled a few areas. So that's actually the holes where the trim bolts onto, but that's just a little nasty rust hole. So we have got a little bit of pitting across the top of the door as well. So what we're going to do there is actually run the drill bit through these sections, get all the rust out, and then we'll hit it with a welder and tap it in and make sure it's all okay. So a couple of little holes here as well, just in the bottom left front door. The rear door actually looks really good, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's probably the best panel on the car. All the top piece and where the trim is all mint. Now, we have been doing a fair bit of work here though. So this is actually just above the rear quarter panel. Rear quarter panel is just down there at the moment, so getting inside where the rear quarter panel actually bolts into. So with the Zephyr, you can actually demount these rear quarter panels, so that where it actually all gets bolted in, that was all rusted away. So a fair bit of work needed to be done there. As you can see, the sill panel looks pretty good, which I'm pretty happy about. As I come around the back, now we're starting to see one of the big parts of this repair job. So this is actually a double panel that runs along here. So essentially we're going to have to cut this out and start again. But yeah, we've just been working on this section here at the moment. So plenty of work that still needs to be done, but it is satisfying when you've got new metal coming in, filling in these holes and making it start to look like a representable body panel once again. So watch this space, more updates coming soon. We're going to be making some pretty serious progress on this build for 2025. The goal is definitely to try and get closer to getting this thing done. I've been talking about it for a long time, so big motivation to try and push to get this sorted, and eventually we'll see this girl looking better than when it come out factory, hopefully. So stay tuned for more updates and more videos coming soon, and thanks for checking out my videos. If you want to follow the progress here, what we're doing, both with my Mark 1 project here and Exclusive Customs, make sure you subscribe and follow my channel for more updates. So watch this space. Thanks for tuning in. Chat soon. Cheers.